All right, welcome back. So apparently this is what we have. Let's try to let's try to kind of, I don't know. This is like looking a bit. We can add a few markups inside the. Okay, first of all, let me remove the enter since we already have. I mean, the person already knows anyway. We can make it a bit. Let's make it bolded so it would make more sense that way. What have I done? Okay, and let me just do the same for every of them. I don't like the way it's actually looking. So where's the next label? Okay, so we're going to have official email. Now what we're just doing is just to nest the text inside the bold tag to make it bold. Official email. Okay, next one we have enter password. We're going to just adjust it as well to password. Just password. What else do we have? Select your years of experience. Okay. Select okay, can just make it brief. Years of experience. What have I done? Years of experience. What else? Okay, this Ritos, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But I can't actually think of something else to, a better example. But you might think of something. It's used the slider. It's used for volume control. You can use it to, using JavaScript. It works with volume as well. But for now, let's just leave it for what it is. Anyway, um, rating. Okay, what else do we want to achieve? Okay, yeah, submit CV. Submit CV. So with this little adjustment, I think it should look better than the way it's looking. It's kind of looking. Although with, like I always say, with CSS, you can do so much, but at least we can still do a few more things. It doesn't have to be so boring with HTML alone. All right, so let's look for what next file input type have we not used. Let's try something else. Image. We don't. There's no need. We can always use our image now. Wow. Okay. So this is an input type as well. It is image. I'm sorry for URL. Let's save and see what it looks like. The type is set to URL. Now once I refresh, um, okay, I'm not seeing anything. Or did I not save? Type set to URL. Profile link. All right, let me save again and refresh the page. Okay, my system is actually even is hanging up right now. All right, profile link. So, peradventure, for some sites, you'll probably request for your for instance, as a developer now, if you want to apply for a job, one of the things they will actually ask for is your link, maybe a link to let me see a link to, can you see, please enter a URL. So it's expected that whatever you are writing here should begin with the normal standard HTTPS dot slash slash URL whatever dot org or dot com. Now it's acceptable this way, but entering anything without that HTTPS or www, it won't be acceptable. So we can just have it as um, GitHub profile link. Now GitHub is a platform for developers. Maybe when you get to the not maybe when you get to CSS, I would definitely teach us. I would lead you to have your own GitHub profile. So for now, We have our label 4. Let's say GitHub. We want the job seeker. Let's assume the person employing is a developer. We want your GitHub profile, or maybe okay, LinkedIn. Let's make it general because your site will not be only for developers. So let's have a LinkedIn profile. Every corporate person should actually have a LinkedIn profile. So you see this, I see this on site. It asks you to submit your LinkedIn link for them to just cross check. Okay, LinkedIn. We set our ID as well to LinkedIn. So I think we're hope no errors. I save. Then I think it's better this way. So it's better you submit you just probably go to your LinkedIn profile, copy it, just the way I told us to copy Facebook URL when we're dealing with anchor tags. You copy it and then you paste it. The user is expected to paste it here. All right, now, so what's the next option? What's the next input option we have? I said before that we have quite so many. I'm just taking my time to show us every of this because, all right, you can actually have dates, week, okay, we already know text. Now we have this telephone. Telephone, look at what the telephone looks like. I'll refresh my page. Okay, it's not showing. Let me remove the ID first of all and change the content. Mobile. Label for mobile. Because one thing you should know is no two elements should have the same ID on your page. You can't give one ID name to the same to more than one element. So let's first change that prevention. Maybe that's why it's not responding. Okay, so label for mobile. Um, okay, mobile mobile contacts. Mobile contacts. Type set to telephone and ID of mobile. I save and refresh. All right, mobile contacts. Now this accepts. Let me see. Because it's telephone. Let me see. It's not bringing. Okay, with form validation, you can specify that it should accept only numbers. You can see that mobile contact should not accept alphabet, but this is actually accepting alphabets. This is accepting alphabets, but you can actually do that with form validation. So we are yet to get the form validation. All right, there are just quite few. I could keep showing us and keep showing us and keep showing us, but let me just show us three more, three common ones. Now, one of them is I've not shown us the date thing. You can actually just impute. Okay, for instance, I want date of birth. Let's see. We should have date alone. Do we have date alone? Okay, yeah, this is date alone. Now, probably you want the person to enter, date of birth. Date of birth. We can give this DOB and the ID as well, DOB. What else? That's fine. We save and look at what we have. Once I refresh my page. All right, so it brings us this option where you can, there's a calendar, and then the user is expected to click on this. It should actually pop up the calendar, or the person can type. All right, mine is about popping up, but it's kind of a little slow. Can you see? So the user is expected to um, select the date of birth. So let's say, for instance, the date of birth now is, let's say, 2010. Yeah, I think the youngest person, 2010. No, okay, let's assume that we have somebody on this in this group that was born in 2000, and then your date of birth was February 14. I don't know if we have somebody. You can see enter date of birth. The person selects it. You didn't actually build this. This came with HTML. Yours is just to specify the inputs set to date, and then the user can select their date of birth. All right, there are a few more options as aside the date of birth, date, time, but trust me, they are not necessary. They are not necessary, obviously. You can see we have date time local. It not only comes with date, it can also bring the time, like select a particular time. So in the next video, I'm going to talk about search input. We're going to talk about submit input, and then two more. We're going to talk about radio buttons and check buttons. I said I was going to talk about three actually, but we still have four important ones. So we'll do that in the next video. See you in the next video.